All right, well, start with the Gibson. You know, to say I'm disappointed, pretty big understatement. And I'm sure some of you will understand this. You pick up a guitar and you think you're going to be wowed by it. You think you're going to be overtaken with emotion about, oh my God, it's so amazing. I don't see it with this because it's kind of anticlimactic after the Epiphone. I mean, they're both beautiful guitars, and make no mistake, the brown finish on the Epiphone and the more natural finish on the Gibson. The Gibson's very pretty, but who's looking at the back of the guitar? As I said, the fretwork on the Gibson is atrocious. I mean, honest to God, I would probably cut my fingers on the edge of these frets. Now I couldn't. I would. Yeah, they're terrible. And the fretwork on the Epiphone is flawless. And I haven't done anything with the Epiphone. I've had it for 3 years. I haven't done anything with it. They both have bound necks, bound fretboards. The binding on the Epiphone is a little bit more off-white. Maybe it's the lacquer. The binding on the Gibson is definitely, as you can see, is definitely white. And it looks like it's a little wider too. If I put a mic on it, it's a little bit thicker. It's probably an 1/8 of an inch thicker than the binding that's on the Epiphone. So the only thing I've done with this so far is I've tuned it. Let's see. Bear with. So what I'm playing this through is a Fractal FM9, not the turbo, the original, and I'm running 2 Adams studio monitors. I'm running Stone and Love patch, which hopefully you know who that is supposed to sound like. And bear with me, I think I should have been a little bit better prepared. But I was actually excited about doing this. And to say I've been waiting for this for a while. That's 1:32. That's with the Gibson. Now, Now that has the factory pickups in it. This has the EMG X series, the splittables. Sorry, I made some mistakes there, but anyway, you get the gist. So, $350. The pickup set was $249. The only thing I didn't have was the tone pot. Because this is a very low frequency tone pot because of the EMGs. These are active EMGs, not passive EMGs. So, all told, like I bought this as a husk. So this was just a blank body and neck. I bought Grover tuners. The pickups actually came in a guitar I already had. So, but again, in theory, $249. Paid an extra $50 for VFLP EMG tone pot. These are splittable pickups. The Gibson does series parallel or boost with the front push pulls, and they split with the rears. I did not do that with this because they're EMGs. I just figured it would be just the way it is, and I love these pickups, and I'm not an EMG fan. Only other series I like is the 8160 set. They're actually really cool. And Andy James, when he was playing earlier with EMGs, he was using the 6657s. They're heavily PAF based, like these. These are heavily PAF based. And they're warm, they're not stale like EMGs. Pardon me if you like, but I don't play metal, so EMGs are kind of a moot point for me. Can I tell the difference between these two guitars? Yeah. Does this guitar move me in a way that this one doesn't? No. This one has nostalgia because, I mean, obviously, let's face it, it's a Gibson USA. There are two brands that, sorry, Paul Reed Smith, sorry, there are two brands, Fender and Gibson, that set the stage for everyone else. And this is, I mean, obviously this is the modern take on it, but this is the guitar, one of the guitars that started it all. Thank you, Les Paul. Would I spend, this was 700 or 800 new. This is a 2018 or 2019. This is a 2023. This new was just under $800. This new was $3,499. Honestly, if you look at the colors, the Pelham Blue on the Epiphone is far prettier than the Pelham Blue on the Gibson. I don't even think that's a comparison. This is a much more lively blue. This is a much more subdued, classic style blue. This is a little bit more modern take, but again, it's the modern. So what do you expect, right? Would I spend $3,499 or would I spend $800? I think that's a question only you can answer for yourself, but me, there's no way in hell. As a matter of fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a newer Epiphone Les Paul Modern, if there's a purple one that I really like, and compare it to this one as well. And now, as far as I know, they have a Epiphone Les Paul Modern Pro series, which doesn't have the neck cut down at the neck and the body where they meet. Try not to make this too long, which I probably already have. But you couldn't convince me that this guitar was worth $3,500 after playing this. Sorry, Gibson. Quality control for this guitar, for $3,500 guitar, it isn't there. When compared to an $800 Epiphone, I don't know how you guys are getting prices for this stuff, but I guess it's the name. Anyway, so that's my video. Hopefully I didn't offend anybody's delicate sensibilities with this. I just call it like I see it. You don't have to agree with me. You can love all the guitars. I probably have guitars that you would hate, and I'm okay with that. But do yourself a favor. Before you play a Gibson Les Paul, go play an Epiphone, a modern, not the modern, a modern Epiphone Les Paul, and then go play the Gibson and tell me that you would rather spend $4,000 on a Gibson Les Paul versus an Epiphone Les Paul. Anyway, I hope you all have a great night, and I will be returning the Gibson in the morning. Thanks all. Be well.